I'm streaming. Nah. Ah, fuck. Live streaming. Basically, basic info. First of all, not only that, what's my fucking... What's the fucking website? I've been streaming for 1 minute. New, hold potentially inappropriate messages for review. No, I'm good. Oi, through you I discovered the Yakuza game and figured... Oh, you're welcome. How do I pop this shit out? Yakuza is a great franchise. How do I fucking... Oh, live now. There we go. Alright, sent that out. Fuck. Excuse me. I'm fucking belching over here. on some other music. Yeah. Here we go. Alright. I got. Wait, where is it? Yeah. Hi. Hi, Steve. Justice, breaking the law, breaking the world. Tenderness. Wait a second, there's a GIF? What? Oh, Josie got updated? Hold on a second. Alright, song's over. Oh, hello everyone, Dark Side Dick here. Oh, hi. Uh, no. No exciting moments for me. I just got drunk, and then I didn't get laid. Didn't get the Godfather hookup? No, I did not. Next song. What am I putting on next? Negotiation. Let's see. Hogan and Bubba lawsuit? Nah. Yeah, Hogan and Bubba. Let's see.
I just got a disc called Bubba Talks Forever about Hogan lawsuit.
Oh, shit.
What is he saying? Because I don't feel like...
I thought he wasn't allowed.
It's 10 minutes.
That's the thing. Like, I cut it in 2 5-minute chunks for you, and, like, you can let it play.
It's a huge story.
There's nothing...
Let's hear some of it. Yeah, we got it.
Well, Bubba...
Yeah, it's interesting in the sense that...
Let it rip, and we'll see if we should just bail or...
Turns into Jocktober almost.
Well,
exactly.
But he gets very wordy with his shit.
Well,
He's always gotten very wordy.
This is the first time he's talking about it, so...
He's doing the best.
It's sad. It's sickening that a guy that's been... You know what Manson is? Hogan is guilty of people glad-handing and coddling him and succumbing to the fact that he's Hulk Hogan.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Kissing his ass.
It's turning on him.
And I'm over it. I'm over it, Hogan. And I've only just...
Ah, Christ. You're over it? Really?
He's suing you for $100 million. You think you're over it?
You're over it? Guess what? Own up to it, man.
He sounds very confident.
You fucking had something to do with taping him having sex with your wife at the time, and you're over it?
Yeah.
I'm over it, Hogan. And I've only just begun.
What?
If you're going to sue me and Heather...
Radio war!
We've only just begun to live.
Someone better keep an eye on E-Rock. He must be on
Oh, boy.
suicide watch. 2 of his favorites are now hating each other.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan and Bubba the Love Sponge.
Amazing.
You gonna be all right, E-Rock?
On the plus side, we get to listen to Bubba Love Sponge.
This is almost as bad as when his other 2 heroes, Bubba the Love Sponge and Opie, were fighting. You love Bubba?
E-Rock
Eric
loves Bubba. When E-Rock was, being raised in Florida, going to high school with that speedboat,
Pretty cool.
guess what show he had on? Tell him, E-Rock.
E-Rock, tell him.
See, he doesn't want to be part of this.
No,
'cause
he's
it hurts
too
much.
choked up.
He doesn't want his voice on this segment in case
Nope.
Bubba's listening.
That's right.
Choked up because he tried to eat a whole cake at once.
Eric, that's breakfast. Come on.
Well, you learned he doesn't like a lot of desserts.
Well,
Root beer float, though. That's a dessert.
well, he likes Coke floats more than root beer floats.
Oh, see, I didn't pay attention.
Yeah, he prefers a Coke float.
If you're going to sue me and Heather...
It's gonna probably come out in it might come out at the end of next year.
Manson, he lived with me for 4 months. He knows I have surveillance in my home.
Yeah, I think it's gonna come out at the end of. I'm not sure when it's gonna come out. Because I think.
But unfortunately, you can't.
take a look
I
at
think
what-
Kiwami 2 is supposed to come out the end of this year. So yeah, probably next year. End of next year.
Out there, though,
And then we're gonna have
surveillance in the home and
the new Yakuza.
from the home.
Well, no.
He's trying to
After Kiwami 2 is gonna be like a North Star.
That anything he says can be used in court. So he's saying what is best for him.
and he's trying to get it out there. And a part of me thinks that he wants Hogan to have to go. Oh, okay, this is I'm going to lose the lawsuit.
That ain't gonna happen.
Like a man, but unfortunately, you can't. You can't step up and take it like a man because it's too painful. Somebody has to pay. Somebody has to pay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it might be
$100
you.
million.
Might be you.
It could be you.
Because if you didn't press record on that old tape-a-roo there,
Yeah.
no one would know about this.
Right.
Just like you got out virtually scot-free when there's a Marine that's a vegetable for the rest of his life. But there's no way it could have been your son's fault.
Oh, wow. Now you're turning on your best friend like that.
Boy, what a pal.
Wow, that's a nice guy
Oh.
right
Now he's talking
Boy.
about the kid having the accident.
there. Wow, he
Yeah.
probably supported fucking Hulk through that whole thing
Jesus Christ.
when Nick did what he did. Wow.
Eric, what do you think about
This is-
Bubba shit-talking Hulkamania?
This is what I mean by Bubba being dirty. He's always been dirty.
Yeah.
It's just a little dirty. He'll turn on you in a second.
What a
Even though he's responsible for this whole fucking thing happening.
Vegetable for the rest of his life. But there's no way it could have been your son's fault now, is it? There's no way that when he was at 14 years old, you bought him an 800 horsepower Supra. There's no way that could have happened. No way. It could not have been that Nick was driving 85 mile an hour when it was raining in an 800 horsepower Supra and wrapped it around a tree. That can't be
What does
Nick's
this
fault
have
now,
to
can
do
it?
with
Nothing.
anything?
Nothing.
Wow.
It's just showing his character is what it's showing.
He's trying to kill Hulk Hogan's character.
You're attacking Hulk Hogan?
For something that you probably support him.
That his son.
Of course he supported
He
him through it.
supported Hulk through that whole fucking thing.
But a tape came out of Hulk fucking your wife.
Yeah, this has nothing to fucking do with the sex tape. It just shows his character. I'm telling you. This guy's always been slimy. I'll say it a million fucking times.
Jesus.
Around a tree. That can't be Nick's fault now, can it? No. Pat, Bubba, can you go on the air and stick up for my son? Yeah, I could. And I did.
Oh.
And I was wrong.
Oh, were you? Easy to say now, right?
I was wrong. You're not going to hear any excuses from me.
What? What is this whole thing?
You're not going to hear any excuses at all. And if various other radio personality and media outlets want to drive home the point that I'm on the end of the tape saying, wow, if we ever wanted to retire, all we have to do is release this tape.
Yeah.
If you don't understand that, one, Hulk Hogan was within an earshot of me saying that, and two, if I really had that mentality, why would I say it? Why would you tell on yourself?
You say that kind of stuff all the time.
Right.
It's a joke.
Right.
We say it all
Right.
the time around here.
Turd. And so if I had that mentality,
All the
one, I'd be
time.
rich right now.
Wow,
I would have sold it. Two, you think I would have maybe stopped the tape? You know.
Bubba got screwed.
Sorry.
This is why and again, I don't know Bubba. This is simply a thought or a guess on why he is saying this.
Yeah.
But when he says things like, "You knew there was surveillance in my house," I said that he was in earshot. Those are, to me, sound like legal things. To me, those are trying to put out what are very damaging legal fires.
Right.
Both of those say this was done with your knowledge. One is you knew there was surveillance.
Right.
Two, you were in earshot. But neither of those things, I don't think will hold up in court because there's no. First of all, you'd have to say that. And Hulk wasn't there. You didn't say it when he was standing right there.
No.
You obviously said it to your wife. It sounds like something you say when somebody's out of earshot.
Yeah, and Hulk on the tape basically says he's got to go.
Right, he's admitting that he didn't say any of this to Hulk, but his statements are that the implication is that Hulk should have known.
Right.
That any reasonable person would have been aware of this, which is not true.
Right, I agree.
It seems to me there isn't one reasonable person involved in this whole thing.
You know
They're
something, brother?
all a little crazy.
Except Heather Clem. She took big Hulk dick over Bubba dick. Smart
really
move,
did.
Heather.
Did just ride Hulk's dick.
She loved it too.
Amazing, right?
I would have maybe stopped.
I still wanna. I would pay big money to watch that whole. Why is the sound so low?
Sorry.
Let me fix that.
I'm sorry
Let me
to my
fix that for
girlfriend,
you.
I'm sorry to my mom. I'm sorry to my dad, to my stepfather, my sister. I'm sorry to anybody who's close to me that I allowed myself to succumb to Hogan's shady request of having sex with my wife.
So you're basically saying, I'm sorry that you asked to fuck my wife, and I said yes. Holy shit.
Yeah, perhaps even if the request is shady, you don't grant the request.
How about
No,
Bubba?
I wish Sam would succumb.
Bubba should just admit that he's still to this day a little boy wrestling fan and wanted the Hulkster to have sex with his wife.
Sex with his wife. Well, I had sex with your wife. Your wife's in a coma.
To Hogan's shady request of having sex with my wife. I'm sorry.
Oh,
It
yeah,
wasn't
brother?
right. It's not what a real man does. And for that, I'm guilty. But what I'm
Fuck,
most
my wife's
disturbed
still
by is
called,
that one of
and they're running out of you.
And he's trying to admit to something. Like, he's not actually admitting to anything, but
Right.
he's trying to assume guilt.
He's attempting to
Yes.
own what he has to own.
But he's not.
No,
Right.
this is horrible.
But what I'm most disturbed by is that one of the three parties is now on a vendetta-ridden tour to make the other two have to pay. When everybody knew of what was going on,
Oh.
and it's a sad situation that whomever or however this...
Yeah, everyone seemed to know except for the part where you recorded it.
Yeah. If Hulk Hogan knew he was making a sex tape,
Yeah, we get it.
Would he have gotten off the bed and said, I can't believe I just ate like a fucking pig before
Right.
this? Like,
Look, the basics are, Bubba and his ex-wife, they were swingers, obviously, right? So they
Seems
were,
like it.
and there was an agreement you could have sex with my wife. Fair enough. But you fucking taped it, you idiot. That's what this is all about.
and Bubba's been on the air on.
Well, there's rumors. There's rumors that I'm not sure if they were ever confirmed. I think Warrior confirmed it, kinda. That Hogan would take Linda around and be like, go up to her wrestlers like, hey brother, wanna fuck my wife, brother? Wanna fuck my wife, dude? Because like, and because the rumors about wrestlers are fucking each other. Because like Sex Ferguson said, there's a difference between queering off and getting your needs met on the road. So Hogan would have the only woman there, and I'm assuming they'd pay Hogan to fuck her. Oh, Linda wasn't young.
On Howard's show, is saying, Howard, would you want to have sex with my wife? She'll have sex with you if you want to have sex with her.
What the fuck
did
is
it on
that?
the air.
What is that whole mindset about?
Part of it is probably he's dirty and he likes that to be.
No. There's some fucking other thing than just a turn on. There is some deep-seated psychological shit going in your head where you have your wife and you want other men to fuck her. That's something happened to you back in your fucking youth, in your upbringing with your mom, whatever the fuck it is. That's a mental problem.
See, I don't understand wanting your friends to fuck. That to me is the creepy part. Like I've thought of I don't know if I've ever let anyone do it, but I've thought of the turn on of girlfriends fucking people. But if there was any face on the man, like
Not even a thought.
the idea of a friend doing it is where it would be like disgusting.
Sam's right though. Like he's a little wrestling fan.
Yeah, it's
and
a
he
hero
wants Hulk
worship.
Hogan to have sex with his wife.
He wouldn't have let any of his friends fuck his wife.
I don't know about that. I think you're wrong. I think you would have.
I bet he specifically wanted Hulk Hogan to do it.
And other wrestlers.
Maybe Bruce.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan and my wife.
situation that whomever or however this thing got out, which that's really what we need to look for.
Savage like, oh no, Hogan, I ain't fucking Linda.
Yeah, what fuck?
This guy, what is he talking about? You know who got it out there.
Yeah.
You have to have a very good idea if you had the only copy. And now that copy, what do? You started showing people, so
you know who you gave copies to.
Exactly.
It
all started with you. You're the ground zero of this whole fucking thing.
It's not closed circuit TV.
Right.
You have a pretty good idea who got it out there.
There's a short list.
A very short list.
We really need to concentrate on who released this, who stole it from whom. That's what the true crime is. Hogan, you owe Heather an apology.
What? What?
But you won't.
For stretching her badge.
You're about propping yourself up in front of the camera so that you can save your TNA job or save your wife. Well, God forbid that any one of us suffer any consequences from this. We all are responsible for our acts, and we all will suffer consequences. Only one of us, out of the three.
God, how many weeks did Bubba milk this on his radio show? Does Bubba even still have a radio show anymore?
Yep.
Litigious.
Well, now,
RQL.
Heather and I.
Did you ever go on PSN and they had a sale? Get Neil on? You want me to get Neil on? Why do you want me to get Neil on? I'll get Neil on, I guess. Someone wants me to get Neil on. Let me see where Neil is. I don't think Neil's on anymore. Were you ever on PSN and there was a sale and there was a sale on PSN and you scroll all the way down and there's Bubba the Love Sponge PSN icons. Get Neil on. Well, look, I told him apparently he's wanted on stream.
Hopefully we'll join together. And if there's $100 million
kick your ass at SummerSlam.
How can who else would be litigious? The people that taped the guy fucking or the guy who was taped?
Yes, this is so stupid.
This is the worst defense I've ever heard. Bubba, trust me. Shut up.
Bubba, shut up.
Stop talking. I know as a person and as a radio guy, you feel the need to address it. I understand that. Trust me. Shut your face and just talk to your lawyer.
So funny. It's been a week, and everybody is going, I can't believe Bubba hasn't talked about this. Why wouldn't he talk about this?
Here's why he shouldn't.
Yeah. Shut up.
It's him trying to play the part of the victim in this. Him and his wife or his ex-wife, whatever the fuck. It's ridiculous.
See, here's where I would feel some empathy for Bubba. If he came out and said something like, look, we always taped. He did know that we taped stuff. And
no.
This tape. And what
hey,
me now is that he's coming.
Wait, what happened with Awesome Kong? Let's see. Hogan said something about.
She put 3 of them on my right cheek that you wouldn't believe. If you look at my forearms, they're all scratched up, and she's going, "Hey," like it was Braveheart, you know, Haiti, Haiti, and I'm like, "What is going?" And there's a woman named Mandy who saw it all, and I'm like, and then she took a glass container and threw it down.
That's why a camera should be on you at all times. That's priceless footage.
Yeah. Well,
I thought it was great.
What you don't realize, hey Hogan, what you don't realize is that they have eyes in the sky there. Did you know that?
No, what's that?
They have that
surveillance.
That whole entire building has surveillance on it, and I'm going to go get that tape.
Are you?
Well, I can't wait to see it because I can't believe how quick she dropped your ass.
I can't wait to see it either.
Yeah,
I
can't
can.
wait for Kevin Hazel to see it.
You don't fuck with Kia Stevens.
She happened to meet me right there where you guys, right there, just out.
Wait, I got a better opinion. We can look into. We can have a Sean Weltman, X-Pac.
All right, video. Jimmy James.
What's up, Jimmy?
Mr. Waltman, Jimmy James here from OffTheMarkShow.com. Now I'm going to hit you with a question that was originally slated to be asked on the Dixie Carter, the president of TNA's U-Shoot, but I guess it kind of got lost in the shuffle. Now, when you were brought back to TNA as part of the band with Nash and Hall, you had a...
Oh, Devin Faraci. Hey, all right, so Devin Faraci, I guess yesterday or today, was hired by Alamo Drafthouse. And today, he stepped down from working at Alamo Drafthouse again.
A redneck, white trash piece of shit named Bubba the Love Sponge.
Ooh.
And we all know he's no talent. He's on the radio and he sucks. But is that why he had a job in TNA? Did he have a job in TNA because he was sucking Hulk Hogan's cock? Was that the reason why he had a job in TNA? I think it is. You let us know because Bubba the Love Sponge sucks.
Wow, people really either love the guy or hate Bubba. And I guess I understand why people feel both ways about him. Because on occasion he fucking even pisses me off, but I love Bubba. And I think he's a very talented radio personality. I didn't think he really added much to the show in TNA. He was there because it was Hulk Hogan buddy system.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. He wasn't sucking anybody's cock.
Right.
You know,
But
I was there when Awesome Kong beat the fuck out of him. Yeah. Well, I walked in right at the end of the ass whipping. I heard him talk about Haiti on the radio, and I was like, oh, he's gonna get a lot of heat for that. But I didn't know he was gonna get the fucking shit beat out of him by a woman.
It was legit then. She took him out.
Yeah. His face was all red and swollen.
Oh my God, that's pretty sick. Keys, racism and wrestling did Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold on 6-star Rosemaryans. Oh, oh yeah. Awesome Kong on beating up Bubba the Love Sponge for real.
One of the biggest things that was in the internet a couple years ago was with your incident with Bubba.
Mm-hmm.
What exactly happened there? If you go into the story, because we've read about it, but we never really heard about it through you.
It's so hard because I seriously believe that backstage incidents should remain backstage, and that validated to me.
Oh, he
the
probably
fact that he
did.
went on his radio show and reiterated everything that he didn't belong backstage. He was a bully.
What was the initial problem? You were raising money for the Haiti earthquake, and he went on his radio show and made some derogatory comments towards you?
About it. It wasn't directed specifically towards me, but some off-color comments just about the general people generally raising money and trying to do something. There were babies trapped under rubble. We're humans first. So but I had a problem with him before that. So, because he was a bully, he came onto the set as a bully, as Hogan's best friend, and he bullied a young man to the point where the young man thought he was going to lose his job. And this young man is one of the hardest working young men I know, and was actually trying to, it actually achieved a mix-up. The things weren't organized during, I think, Hulk Hogan's debut. There was some kind of Bubba gave away some tickets, and there were too many tickets given away. People couldn't get in, so they had to set up a staging area. And this young man worked it to where these people weren't angry at Bubba, but some things got crisscrossed, and Bubba put the heat on this kid. And this kid was really afraid of losing his job, and he's a great soul. And to watch bullying, I can't stand bullies. I can't stand bullies. And I've heard, I had heard of Bubba Blowsponge before. I actually had listened to a show or two of his, and it annoyed me because he would use lingo that is privileged, you know, in this business, and I found it disrespectful. I found it extremely disrespectful. If you haven't put your body through what I put my body through, don't use that lingo. And I actually told Mr. Hogan that was on him. He brought him in there. He should have set him straight. And I had actually before the incident, I actually called Devon, and I said, Devon, I'm afraid. He goes, "Well," I said, "Cause this Bubba dude, I don't know him. I don't even know what this dude look like, but it's gonna be an issue. He's gonna do something. It's gonna piss me off. I'm already on the edge with TNA. If he do one more thing, he got one more again. He's only got one, and it's gonna be on." And the Haiti thing happened, and it was, you know, I have low tolerance for stuff like that. And things were changing in TNA. Things were, I was tired. I was really tired, you know. They took was it a chainsaw to the six-sided ring. Found disrespectful. You know, there's all these new things that were being brung in, expensive things that were being brung in.
Like talent, like maybe when Jeff and Rob and all came in?
Not even necessarily talent, but talent too. But other changes that were being brung in and done, and, you know, rehauling the set and everything like that. And meanwhile, you know, we as knockouts were making less than the makeup artists. And that is a true story. And that's not to say makeup artists shouldn't make a lot of money. They should. Right. They have a union. But what I put my body through is what I believe, you know, what we accrue throughout the years, the medical bills and, you know, all that was worth more than that. So to see an end.
You want to watch Jeff Hardy? Jeff Hardy versus Sting is a 10-star match.
Voice being paid to a makeup artist for more than what I make for one day of work of throwing some blush on and some eyeshadow.
Excuse me.
That can be enraging.
Getting back to Bubba, did you confront him backstage? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Okay. And now, did it get physical at all?
Yeah.
What happened? If you don't want to say, did you hit him or choke him?
Well, I'm not gonna say, because I guess he's suing everybody right now. So we got into it. Physical altercations should remain, you know, secret backstage. Vince Russo pulled me off of him, and you know, after that, it was over.
Did the office say anything to you about that?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they, you know, I was very upset. It was actually the week I had raised the money. It was the same weekend my manager, Ed Schumann, who I talked about earlier, had died. I had had been on no sleep, absolutely no sleep. Once we got back from the fundraiser, Hamada stayed at my house. She actually took over my whole bed, and I was just like up for days. So, you know, with no sleep, you can be kind of wired. And then to see some of the there's some other things that went on that I won't talk about here that people will read in my memoirs, in my book, that just were unjust. I will say this. It became apparent at TNA, if you had not stepped inside Vince McMahon's ring and worked for Vince McMahon, then you weren't shit.
A lot of people say that. A lot of people say that, you know, when somebody gets released, they bring him in, give him the big push, and they forget about guys like AJ Styles, who've been there from day one, Christopher Daniels, the younger talent, and they push the older guys who've already, you know, Vince doesn't want anymore. So
yeah, and people like AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels made that company.
And Joe.
They made it possible. They made it possible for them to accrue the revenue for them to attain the stars that they have now. It was on their backs that they have, you know, that kind of success. Because I don't think Panda Energy was throwing out all that money. You know, don't forget about your blood. And Joe and AJ and Chris, that's TNA blood right there.
After the Bubba incident took place, they released you. Do you feel that?
That was.
Or you wanted to leave? You wanted to leave the company?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So was it an equal doing? Did you quit, or did you get released, or did you ask for your release and they granted it to you?
It's a very interesting story. No, that's an interesting story that people are gonna have to buy.
Gotcha. Okay. Eventually, you did leave TNA. Just a little bit of time after that incident took place. Now, is it true you were going to retire from the entire business and just get away from wrestling after that happened?
Yeah. I was with who's now my fiance, and I left Tampa. And actually, the day that I...
All right.
Outside the door, right?
Let's go back.
Back and pretending he wasn't aware of this when he had actually seen this. Or something along those... But I just don't buy what he's saying.
Yeah, I don't believe him.
And then he's talking about the kid, Nick. It's like, to me, that's just too much piling on.
Right. Yeah.
And the way he's addressing this, I just am not buying it.
Yeah, he's shocked that Hulk is bummed out about this whole thing.
Yeah, why would he be shocked? If he's saying, Hulk, why are you suing me? You knew this tape existed. Somebody who worked with me released this.
Right.
Hopefully we'll join together. And if there's $100 million Manson to be made, it should go to her. That's who it should go to. It's not going to hurt my credibility any. That's who should get the money. Not you, Hogan. Hogan said Bubba approved of the get-together to help the former wrestler deal with his crumbling marriage. Well, that just shows you how stupid I really am. And how he is, Manson can just basically bamboozle anybody at any time.
Yep.
So, you know what, Manson, I'm not making any
mind
excuses.
Control.
That's all there is to know about it.
Hogan is amazing at mind control. Back in the WWF days, he would mind control all of us and then leg drop on us. Mind control. He was tied into the harp system. Thank you for your service.
So, Hogan, grab your best hold, my friend. I hope that you depose Heather and I sooner than soon.
Oh, when's
so
that?
then, you know what? We can tell you the truth. We can tell you the truth, buddy.
So, wait a minute. So, Mancow, or is this Alex Jones? Which one is this guy?
This is Bubba the Love Sponge.
They sound
But
alike.
it's
Hogan fucked my wife, turd.
Turd.
Fucked my wife, turd. It's on tape. Oh no, turd selling it from a car doing 80 miles an hour. Wait, let me go to this great phone call from Anthony.
No, can we do the Mancow thing today? Can we do the turd into the wall thing?
Turd.
Who called you, Neil? Hi, Neil. Carlos said get Neil on for some reason.
Picked apart the sound effects.
I wasn't sure why.
Phony it is. There is a part 2 to this.
Dude, this is great. Yeah, I really want to hear this.
Steroids. Illegal.
You know, I gotta say, because he's trying to defend himself, there's no way Hulk would agree to be taped having sex. I'm sorry.
And he's talking about his wife should be the one who's suing.
Right.
If Hogan was in earshot of Bubba saying, "Oh, we can retire off this,"
There's no way he was, by the way.
he said it to his wife. His wife was in the room.
Right.
Like his wife responded to him saying that.
Here's what I think might be happening. They're divorced. Him and Heather are divorced. Maybe they have an amicable relationship. Maybe they don't. Maybe he is worried about her suing him. I wonder if, Heather knew they taped it, and maybe Heather was down with that, but now maybe she had nothing to do with releasing it. And if, for the sake of argument, let's just say Bubba released it. Let's just guess. Maybe he's worried about her coming after him with a lawsuit.
Right.
So maybe he's trying to publicly somehow side with her so she doesn't do that.
And according to Dunmire 45, Hogan said on Howard last week that Bubba and his wife begged him for 2 years to do it.
Yeah, that's what Hogan's been saying, that they had conversations for 2 years of Bubba being like, oh, you should do this, and people are saying that Bubba's wife wanted to do it, and he was like, okay, yeah.
I'm with him. What's that about?
There's some
That's fucked up.
deep-seated problem that
There's
just
a whole I'm not worthy type of thing going on.
Yes.
And even if you are the type of person to let your wife have sex with somebody else,
There you go.
it's not because they asked. You know what I mean? It's never it's your idea that you propose. If somebody asked me, no matter who it was.
What do you mean if somebody asked me?
Jimmy just asked.
No, we have a request box that fucking... I ran out of steam.
Oh,
well, then let's do this
what
then.
happened there?
Steroids, illegal drugs, womanizing strippers, groupies. I know it all, Hogan.
God.
Ask Macho Man how it works out.
What, he's dead. How could you ask
He's saying
Macho
he's
Man?
gonna kill Hulk Hogan?
Ask Macho Man.
He's saying that Hulk...
Bubba killed Macho Man?
No, he's not saying that. He's just saying that he's you're on your way to a bad ending.
When they were all best friends, all that didn't matter. But now that they're not best friends, this guy who has wonderful character is going to fucking tell the world what Hulk Hogan's all about.
What does he want?
Even though it
Macho
has
Man
nothing to do with the sex tape.
What does he want Macho Man to be asked?
No. He said ask Macho Man how that turned out, meaning
'Cause he had a
Macho
heart
Man's dead because of
okay.
all the partying he was doing.
All right, now I get it. I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about.
And Hulk is going down that same road.
Not too good.
Ooh,
yeah.
And to the point where, Manson, we pretty much buried Macho Man in this town for Hogan.
Yeah. I feel bad about that.
I've done your dirty work for years, buddy. It's over.
Well, obviously, he's suing you for $100
I don't
million.
have a bunch of spiritual
I mean, I think he told you it's over. I'm sorry. You can't be the second guy that says it's over, ever.
And what an asshole to be like, now all of the opinions that he's had over these years, Hogan made him bash Macho Man and made him defend Nick. Like,
why don't you just ask Rocky Balboa? Because you weren't even supposed to hit him that hard, Thunder Lips. In that ring, it was supposed to be a charity event.
What?
I defended you. I told you to take that picture after I said it will look good. You know what's funny, too, is... I fucking forgot what was funny.
I know.
Jimmy's sleepy.
I'm the apnea here. Wait, I had a fucking thought about Bubba suing.
What was funny was definitely nothing on Bubba's show.
No, it's not. This is a very, very... I think Bubba's just making himself look absolutely terrible.
Yeah,
Like a turd.
Turd.
Turd? I got the turd. Don't worry.
Turd, are you in my wife, Turd? Turd. Talk to me, Turd. Are you in my wife?
Bad porno sound effects that we've all heard.
Yeah. What is squeaking bed?
Yeah, Turd.
What, you don't think the car screech was believable?
Oh, my God.
In the turd bit?
Not to my ears, no. I don't think so.
I feel bad about that.
I've done your dirty work for
I know,
years,
dude.
buddy.
I know what I feel bad for. This poor guy Manson.
Oh, yeah.
This guy Manson is obviously has to side with Bubba, but listen to him. Yeah, that's terrible.
And he's just like, great, now I'm going to be deposed.
Right.
I got to fucking come in and deal with his legal shit.
Lie for Bubba.
Yeah.
Bubba told Hulk it's over, so...
Yeah.
They're not friends anymore.
Hulk wanted to maintain a friendship through the $100 million lawsuit.
Right, is that what's going on here, Bubba?
$100 million lawsuit shouldn't get in the way of a good friendship.
Yeah, but he's still calling up, hey, you want to go to the Olive Garden? Yeah.
Bubba went on his radio show to announce to the world, Hulk Hogan, you're not my friend anymore.
Yeah. Nah. I have a new best friend.
I really thought their friendship would survive this.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, my new best friend, the Ultimate Warrior.
Warrior said Hulk Hogan gave up his wife.
Remember those rumors?
What Warrior? No, you're going down the wrong road completely.
Yeah. No, Warrior, tell him about like Hulk Hogan fucking my wife. No, Warrior knows Hulk Hogan wife fucked every wrestler.
No, Warrior, no.
No, Warrior, you're not helping the situation.
Eric was quick with the Warrior music, by the way.
Really? He loves wrestling music. I just wish the Ass Man was involved in this somehow.
Dude, well, Steven Tampa with...
Of course.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm an ass man.
He's an ass man.
What do you think Hogan did with Bubba's wife's ass? Like, what does he like to do?
Well, you know what? What do you think? Let me think.
Yeah, I love it.
He does that.
I'd love to record him.
I like to sue them. I like to bash them. I like to defend their son, even by what they do. Cause I'm an ass man.
Yeah. Best WWF song ever.
Yeah. Woo. Cause I'm an ass man. Yeah.
It's not the best ever.
Yeah, what?
Cyndi Lauper.
No, this is
Captain
the
Lou.
best. Ass Man is the best fucking song.
Yeah.
So little time. Oh. On a dime.
Oh, yeah. Here's my favorite part. Where do the best surprises come from? From behind.
Bubba's an ass man. Shoehorned a little.
Comma?
Little.
Yeah. Oh, you put a comma in there?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bubba looks like an ass man.
Yeah.
Ah, that's how it fits in.
Buttons of steel.
Anyway, Steven Tampa with underscores. He writes, the illegal drugs, the steroids, the Twin Towers. I know it all, Hogan.
Twin Towers. You think Bubba thinks he knocked down the
Hey,
Twin
where you
Towers?
going? I did it for you.
Yeah.
You know what my favorite part of that Ass Man song is?
Oh, the whole thing.
Usually for wrestling songs, the guy who writes them, like he'll write one verse and it'll just repeat over and over again.
Right, yeah.
But like he got this Ass Man song and he wrote this. There's 3 verses. There's a breakdown. There's
It's fantastic. Yeah, there's just all different words.
This was
He
his
didn't
muse.
repeat anything.
Mr. Ass was his muse.
Let's get past this audio because we got Vic Henley standing by.
Oh.
Very funny, Vic Henley.
I feel bad about that.
I've done your dirty work for years, buddy. It's over. I don't have a bunch of spiritual tattoos on my... I'm not a fake or a fraud.
Oh,
Really?
You are.
you are. Oh, he goes, you are.
You're a scum.
Oh, no.
You're a
scumbag.
Oh my God.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. He's a scumbag.
Hey, you work for the Opie and Anthony show?
Hey, where you going? Where you going?
You're a scum.
Wow, and a scumbag.
You're a scum and a scumbag. You know that thing you didn't use when you were fucking my wife?
If there's one thing we know about Bubba,
He's saying
not a phony bone in his body. It's not like he just went over a list of things that he pretended to support. quote,
Right,
unquote.
he's not a phony.
Yeah,
Hogan.
exactly.
He's not a phony.
He's not a phony. He really wanted to help him out back then.
No, he was
He wasn't pretending, or
bamboozled.
was he pretending? Now I'm confused.
It was the mind control.
If he's not a phony, why does he use a fake radio voice? I'm very confused here,
Oh, my
Sam.
God.
Can you break this down for everybody?
I'm professional.
Yeah. Broadcaster.
You're a scumbag.
Ooh, shit.
You're not Hulk Hogan.
Do you think he wiped
Immortal.
up Hogan's jizz with a love sponge, and that's where it comes from? Like you go, well, it's time to get my love sponge, Bubba's love sponge, and he just cleans up other men's cum.
I will tell you this. I'm almost sure he was wearing a red and yellow bandana when he cleaned it up.
Oh man,
Posing with it.
Maybe that's
posing with the Hulk's jizz. You think?
He asked his wife, hey, my wife, how was it?
My wife.
How was it when Hogan fucked you? And then he scoops his ear up like Hogan.
Cum is just flying off his hand while he's moving his hand to go put it by his ear.
He smeared Hulk Hogan's cum all over his chest and then he ripped it off.
He let it dry and then ripped it like a shirt.
He started flicking it off like the Hulkster.
yeah, and then he goes, I'm a cum-a-maniac.
Yeah. Yeah, tell him, Chip.
SNL skit.
Any more of that?
Yeah.
Look at this.
It's like Daniel Craig.
It really is.
What the fuck happened? Jesus.
Wow.
Fucking knocked him dead, Chip. Holy shit.
Do it right,
Man, what are you doing?
Say that don't make no sense or something.
You're not Hulk Hogan. Immortal. I'll ruin your life.
I think you have.
Talking to his
You didn't
listeners.
see my fat ass propped up in front of the courthouse steps and throwing my ex-wife to the wolves and throwing me to the wolves so that you can what?
Fuck your wife?
Save your marriage?
It's not about saving his marriage if it's something that happened 6 years ago. What is he talking about?
Yeah, what is he talking about?
His new wife's, what, maybe a year old at this point? And they've only known each
She's
other
older
a
than
couple?
that. That's illegal. I wish that was legal.
That's why Jim Norton's got CDs out there people.
We got married when she was 4 days old. I traded her for 2 goats and some yak milk.
Oh, God. Fucking Uncle
I'm
Paul.
from another land.
Of course. It's the going rate.
I think he started dating his new wife 4 years ago.
All right, so this is before her.
Yeah, years before.
So why is he saving his marriage?
Because Bubba is grasping at whatever straws he can grasp.
Yeah, Sam is all in because Bubba's taking shots at one of your wrestling heroes.
No, don't go after Hulk Hogan.
For a woman that you didn't meet at the health food store? You should have shut your mouth. But you're a mark.
Shut up.
And you're just being churned by a stupid-ass attorney from Reno, Nevada. Which, by the way, Hogan, you know what? Push comes to shove. Look at
Push
David
comes to
Houston's
shove like he did with his
last
wife.
case.
Yeah.
Push comes to shove, just like Hogan was doing with that giant cock of his into his wife, pushing and shoving it.
You think Bubba's going to make a good witness?
I don't know how Bubba's calling anyone a mark. Bubba's the biggest mark there is.
He's admitting how much of a mark he was because he's saying Hogan completely fucking made him do things.
Everybody's known for Bubba is a Hulk Hogan mark. That's why he loves him so much.
And he does a lot of make-believe.
Yes, he does make believe.
Because now he's telling his listeners all that shit I said, and supported Hulk with, that was all bullshit.
Let me tell you something, Hogan. It's still real to me, damn it.
Are his listeners, you think, buying this shit?
I don't know.
Yes, because in between these two clips, it was like 20 minutes of phone calls.
Oh, boy.
Just, oh, Bubba, you didn't do anything wrong. Bubba, you're the best.
Bubba had a thing going on his show for months where he was arguing back and forth with the honky tonk man.
Look,
he's a mark for wrestling.
The honky tonk man.
That's what he is.
Oh,
Look,
God.
Bubba and his radio audience cannot take on Hulk Hogan. I'm sorry.
He's Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, exactly.
Pastamania in the house.
It's a shove. Look at David Houston's last case. He just cost Joe Francis from the Girls Gone Wild $40 million in Los Angeles.
What happened there?
But you're a mark.
That was
You're a
that
mark
guy's
for
last
yourself.
case?
Really? Oh, boy.
You should have kept Heather's name off of your little fancy lawsuit, and you should have kept my name off your fancy lawsuit.
Really?
But no, you just had
in your
to
house,
do it, buddy.
Yeah,
it's in your house.
It's kind of your house.
He's fucking your wife in front of your cameras, which are recording onto your tape, which is your property.
But he should have left those names off.
Shouldn't be me on that lawsuit.
And what? He's just like, oh, my best friend. I don't have a lot of friends, but my best friend. I'll just decide to sue him for $100 million because I'm a mark for myself.
I'm a mark for me. What an idiot this guy is.
This Bubba.
Off of your little fancy lawsuit, and you should have kept my name off your fancy lawsuit. But no, you just had to do it, buddy. Oh, you want to hear the greatest?
Oh,
yeah,
the greatest.
Oh, yeah.
You want to hear the greatest of all?
Yeah,
That's where he
please.
talks about me. Hold on.
When Hogan married his current wife.
Let's stop the thing. Not talking about you, fucking asshole.
Shit, whoa. Fucking shit.
Chip's
I'm
not.
a maniac. I don't go for this shit. This isn't funny.
No?
You like the Hulkster?
Fuck yeah.
Wow, he's excited about your favorite Hogan moment.
Fucking when he would do the big leg drop, I would do it too. My mother would go, stop doing that, Chipper. You're falling all over the place. Lamar's waking up.
Lamar.
He looked like Junkyard Dog.
And he was grabbing them cakes.
You
Shut
want
up.
to hear the greatest?
Yeah.
You want to hear the greatest of all?
Yeah, please.
When Hogan married his current wife,
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
guess whose prenup he used?
Yours?
Mine.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Mine.
So that means other men would
He
be
took
able to
my
fuck
prenuptial
her?
agreement.
Your prenup? Other men can come in and fuck your wife?
Yeah, who
Hey, my
cares?
wife.
He used your prenup.
What does that even mean?
What does that mean?
Then you're a mark for him because you paid the legal fees to have it written up.
Right,
And he
yes.
just said, yeah, change that name and put mine.
Hulkster, do you want to use my prenup? It's a good prenup.
Let me tell you something, Hulk. I got a prenup. Why don't I just give you my prenup? And you use that one.
Who cares?
If you're friends, who gives a fuck? That's the type of stuff maybe you discuss among friends.
That's
And
what
go,
buddies
you
do,
got one?
buddy. That's what buddies do, pal.
I wish I could use Stern's radio contract. I'd be happy to sign that one.
They just move the decimals over. You're like trapped.
I know, I understand.
See?
I know, I understand. So not worth that money.
Bubba gets all the Hulkamania T-shirts in the prenup, though. If you guys get divorced, I get all your Hulkamania T-shirts.
I got all the swag.
Yeah, I get your old championship belts.
Mine. He took my prenuptial agreement.
Gives a fuck.
Used my attorney, Regina Hunter, for free, which he stiffed, by the way.
Imagine that.
Yeah. Made it even more ironclad.
Good one.
And that's what.
But even when he's stiffing your lawyer, you continue to be best friends with him until the lawsuit.
And if there's one thing lawyers don't pipe up about, it's not getting paid.
Right.
Lawyers are bad about collecting money.
Yeah.
It's really tough to stiff a lawyer.
Yeah.
Those fucking ghouls.
He threatened her with a big boot.
But do you see what's going on here? He has all this info on Hulk, but continued to be best friends with him until it all went bad.
Hey, but that's what he does. He collects things.
Right.
And that way, if he needs it, he can use it against it. And that's why he wanted to keep the tape.
Thus, then, dirty, slimy.
I don't hear
His character is dirty.
I don't hear anything that's making me dislike Hulk.
Sounds like Bubba's a scumbag.
Yeah, his character's bad.
He's a terrible person.
All the signs were there, obviously, Bubba, so why'd you continue being best friends with him?
Sorry, Eric.
Because you love the fact that someone like Hulk Hogan was close to you?
Made it even more ironclad. And that's what he used. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
I've only begun, Terry. And I begged you.
See, that's never good.
Terry.
Is that his real
never
name?
good.
Oh, man, no. He called him Terry.
I thought his name was Hulk.
I thought it was Hulk. It's on the lawsuit.
He must mean Shivo. I've had enough of your just sitting there making that dumb noise, turnip brains. You're just sitting there going, ah. I hired you to do voiceover work, and you're just going, ah. Terry, I've had enough.
Never good when you use the real name, man. When my haters say Greg, it hits my soul.
Because they're like,
the Ulster gets hurt.
Yeah. Because that's you.
That's right.
You know? And that's a not well-known thing.
Terry.
Terry.
Oh, man, that's a low blow.
Begun, Terry.
Like she gave Hulk.
And I begged you on Friday. We were texting back and forth.
I begged you on Friday not to sue me for $100 million.
Yeah, no shit. Please, Hulkster. You know the Hulkamaniac from back in the day.
Please.
I begged you on Friday.
Don't sue me for $100 million.
I'll let you fuck my... Oh, that's right.
Oh, shit.
What else can I...
Hulk Hogan. I've only begun, Terry.
Terry.
And I begged you on Friday. We were texting back and forth. I begged you, stop it, Terry. Stop it. This will go away. Stop it. We need to concentrate on who releases. You did me dirty, brother. What do you mean I did you dirty? You did me dirty.
What?
You drove me insane to have a wife. You can't get any more dirtier than that, buddy. And then you get caught and you act like you didn't know anything. That's the typical Hulk Hogan M.O.
Oh.
He didn't know about the taping
He's fucking
part.
mad at his wife.
Keep it with the facts. He didn't know about the taping part.
This is when I loved you, Hulk. Is that Bubba? That's Bubba. Look at him in his eyes with the hero worship.
Oh, my God. He loves Hulk right there.
I love you so much, Hulkster.
You love him.
Where are they?
Probably did one of his radio gigs that Hogan used to do for all the time.
You told him to step off?
Are they holding hands in that picture?
Step off.
Step off.
When I die, I'm going to be another Hulkamaniac in heaven. Yeah.
Save a seat at Wembley.
I love that album, by the way.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Is he holding Hulk Hogan's thumb in that picture?
It does look like they're holding hands. That looks like a gay marriage.
He's trying to slide his finger into his palm.
Yeah.
Just hold me, Hulkster.
He's pointing at Hulk's big thermos cock. Look, that's what I want. If I can't suck it, I'll just kiss where it was.
Wow, we found Sam's line. Don't fuck with one of his wrestlers.
Oh, man, right?
He's been kind of tired looking today until this hit.
No.
Now you're all about it.
He's fighting with him.
And then you get caught and you act like you didn't know anything. That's the typical Hulk Hogan M.O.
Oh.
Is it? But you were friends with him.
Best friends.
I'm over it, bud.
That's a great guy to hang out with.
There's a definitive line in the sand. And I didn't break man code.
Bubba's drawing the line in the sand.
Yes.
Line in the sand.
I will not be friends with you when you're suing me for $1/10 billion. Boy, this guy doesn't take any shit.
No,
I would have tolerated 50 or 60 million, but $1/10 billion is when I stop inviting you over to fuck my wife, who doesn't live here anymore.
That's why I got to draw the
Jesus,
line in
Bubba.
the sand.
There's a definitive line in the sand. And I didn't break man code. Yeah, I did break man.
You didn't break man code.
Man code.
Secretly taping your friend as he's fucking your wife. I think that's breaking man code.
Where does man code fit into this situation at all?
Yeah, we had a bromance.
Yeah. Man code.
Part of that was me begging you to fuck my wife, and then you finally did it.
You pinky promised you wouldn't sue me. You pinky promised.
How can you believe anything this guy says?
He follows man code, Opie.
He followed man code.
He follows man code.
You swore and said stick a needle in your eye if you were lying.
Yeah.
You're lying.
I swear I'm not 6 years old. We follow man code.
Yeah.
Could someone explain the man code that's in play here, please?
You have to adhere to in the man cave. It's the man code.
You fuck my wife, and then I tape it secretly to jerk off to it later, and then somebody takes it, and you don't sue me. That's man code.
I know man code.
Okay.
Dot, dash, dot, dash, dot, fuck my wife.
And his listeners are buying all this. That's sad.
The Bubba Army.
Some of them are.
Bubba Army.
Bubba Army.
A lot of them probably
The ones
are.
that are getting through on
You think the
on
Bubba
air.
Army is breaking ranks at this point? A little
Bubba Army
bit?
breaking rank. Bubba Army couldn't defend my wife's pussy against Hulk's big cock.
Well, you know, there used to be a Hulkamania branch of the Bubba Army, and that's true.
Really?
He sold Bubba Army T-shirts with Hulkamania across the front of it.
Jesus.
That's true.
Oh, it's awkward. Linda Hogan accused Hulk and Bubba of having a gay affair. She didn't say that, right?
Was she accused? What she accused Hulk
That's
and
so.
Bubba?
I do have to say, because I don't want to be part of this bullshit ever. I don't know. That's what someone tweeted. I have no fucking idea.
That's when Linda Hogan was talking shit. She accused Hulk and Bruce the Barber Beefcake.
All right, she did say that, right?
Yeah.
Bruce the Barber Beefcake.
Definitive line in the sand. And I didn't break man code. Yeah, I did break man code.
Oh.
I broke man code in the sanctity of marriage.
Oh.
The
I was a
sanctity.
mark for you, and I was an idiot. And I believed your hype. And I let you brainwash me.
Brainwash.
And all those
Seymour
tattoos that
Hoffman
you
and
have on
Boogie
your
Nights.
body, and the spirituality, and feng shui, and all this, it's crap.
Feng
You're the
shui.
ultimate.
Could you put your
liar.
wife's head facing north, brother? It's bad karma if I fuck your wife in the ass when her
hi,
head is
Brian.
facing east.
Feng shui.
Feng shui.
I told you needed to have a water and a wood.
Is that what feng shui is?
Yes.
Feng shui.
It's idiocy.
No, I believe in some of that feng shui. I need to live in places where I can see the sun go down.
Is that
You
it?
just like that, though.
What?
It's not feng shui. You just like it.
Some people like seeing the sun rise.
Yeah. Well, she's Sunrise Highway.
Sunrise Highway.
Yeah.
There you
Look
go.
at this picture. I'm mad because Hulk Hogan's wife is here.
He doesn't like when Hulk's wife is there. No.
Look, he's trying to hold Hulk's hand.
He's still trying to hold Hulk's hand. What is that?
Is his hand in Hulk's pocket?
Oh, wow. Is he fucking weird?
What is going on?
Oh, I thought we were having a bro code day. Get your wife out of here.
Yeah.
If you want, you can fuck my wife, though.
You're breaking the man code.
Man code. Let's go watch WrestleMania 6 again.
This Bub is a loose cannon, though. I think some shit's going to come out now.
Yeah.
He's threatening all sorts of things.
He really is.
Spirituality and feng shui and all this, it's crap. You're the ultimate
Warrior.
lying, working showman.
Still a good showman, though.
But Bubba is a dumb person, right?
Yeah, he's not a smart dude.
No.
Because doesn't he understand all this shit he's saying about Hulk now means that his character is horrible, that he would hang out with a guy like this if he thought all this stuff about him?
Doesn't he understand?
There's another way to like handle this if someone close to you like fucking does you wrong or whatever. You don't do it this way.
You don't go back and then take everything that you defended him for and
Right.
now say that was bad.
Because it makes your character, I'll keep saying it, look horrible.
How can you be so influenced by somebody that you just hand your wife over to be fucked by him, even though you don't want to? Apparently, he said he was brainwashed into doing all this. How much of a simple? Oh,
you use Papa Shango to do a voodoo curse on me.
It works on the weak-minded.
Yeah. Hey, this is not the wife that you wanted a sanctity of marriage, brother. I'm gonna fuck your wife.
You're gonna fuck my wife.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
The ultimate lying, working showman.
He's a Jedi.
So you hung out with a liar all those years, huh?
Yeah. Ask Warren Sapp how it works out.
His pants were on fire.
Ask Randy Macho Man Savage. God bless his soul. My next call is to Linda Hogan.
I'm going to call your
Manson,
ex-wife.
call me a flip-flopper.
Wow, now you're gonna. What a dick.
You can tell I'm a great friend. I'm gonna call your ex-wife now.
Yeah.
Who's done nothing but drag me and you through the mud.
Who cares if you call my ex-wife? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Also, Linda Hogan. Benson, call me a flip-flopper.
Flip-flopper.
Or call me somebody that finally needed some, I don't know, catastrophic event to open my eyes.
What's a catastrophic event?
Into a real dirt bag.
Oh.
What is he talking
So
about?
Hulk's a dirtbag because you secretly taped him having sex with your wife, and now he is pissed off and wants to sue you for $100 million.
It's his tape of a guy fucking his wife
Right.
that he's on the tape
That
of.
he had complete control of.
In
This
his
makes no
house.
sense. This just makes no sense.
No.
This
don't make no sense.
Exactly. Oh, SNL.
Yeah.
Live from New York.
I'm gonna call him Jimmy Hart.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
And all you other radio personalities right now that want to say, you know what, you people know the true story now.
Do we?
I'm being spun as the bad.
Yeah, this is way better than I thought it was.
Yeah,
to be honest
exactly.
with you.
Right?
This is way better. So I'm sure we're lumped into the radio personality category right now.
Sorry, I'm a little tired this morning. I was up late watching Monday Night Raw.
I'm a big fan. I'm trying to find the next guy to fuck my wife. Yeah.
CM Punk, if you're out there listening and you're looking to fuck someone.
You want to fuck my wife?
Wow, we know there's a real story now.
You people know the true story now.
Well, thanks for that.
You know, fuck
I'm
Bubba's
being
wife
spun as
match.
the bad guy because I'm on the end of the tape saying, oh man, if I wanted to ever make $1 million and retire,
Yeah.
otherwise it's going to take a hell of a lot more than $1 million for me to have to retire and keep my lifestyle going.
Whoa.
I got baby mamas and all kinds of things going on. And so that I, as a smart ass, while he just got done having sex with my wife,
Yeah.
and within earshot, say
Earshot.
Within earshot. That is so flimsy sounding.
With an earshot.
Isn't it way later on, that part?
I don't know, but it sounds very, very flimsy.
Yeah.
It was within earshot, and after I said it, we never had a conversation about it.
Right.
And why don't you explain why you said that? Were you joking?
My wife was within cum shot.
Yeah. Manson knows I was joking. I was joking, right? You were joking, Bubba.
I was within earshot of the cum shot.
Bubba is Alex Jones. He is Durant. No, Alex Jones is next level.
Cream pie before it went dry and
Hang on a second.
Yes, she rolled her legs up and pushed like she was giving birth to a cream pie, and I gobbled it up.
Was he doing
Let me.
That's my way of hulking up.
Yeah,
Hang on a
I'm
second.
a Hulkamaniac.
I want the Hulk superpower.
Yes.
I want to raise my arm after the third time in a sleeper.
If you're
I eat my
if
vitamins
you're
and his
comparing
cum.
Yeah. By default, I did steroids.
if you're
I ate
comparing
cream pies.
Alex Jones to Bubba the Love Sponge,
You can't hear on the tape where I'm going yummy, yummy in my tummy.
By the way, Manson, how's my mustache coming in? I've been working on this.
let me hit you with a gestalt.
Jared from Subway, the Subway guy. The Subway guy's in jail for being a pedophile.
And
Like,
they
what
team
the
up.
fuck,
They
man?
team up, and they usually have high intelligence. And there's armies. We're fighting a pedophile conspiracy, but beyond that, it's a vampire conspiracy in that they are interdimensionally sucking the essence of our youth.
Right.
And they believe they're possessed by an off-world entity.
They do?
Yeah, and then, Joe, I've been on air 22 years. I don't get into aliens, metaphysical, religion, any of that. I've studied the elite, and I've also communicated with a lot of the top people. And if you want to know, I will actually break down right now the best knowledge right now what's happening on the planet.
What's happening?
Let me give you a basic gestalt.
Okay. I love when you can use that word with full confidence. I've never said that. Let me give you a basic gestalt. I'd be like, oh my god, I'm such a fraud.
No, you're not.
No, but that's what I think if I use that word.
No, you'll get all this. You'll already have most of the data because you're a bookworm, a research worm. In a good way. The elite are all about transcendence and living forever and the secrets of the universe.
Let me find this.
And the secrets of the universe, and they want to know all this. Some are good, some are bad, some are a mix. But the good ones don't ever want to organize. The bad ones didn't want to organize because they lust after power. Powerful consciousnesses don't want to dominate other people. They want to empower them, so they don't tend to get together until things are really late in the game. Then they come together. Evil's always defeated because good is so much stronger. And we're on this planet, and Einstein's physics showed it, Max Planck's physics showed it, there's at least 12 dimensions. And now that's why all the top scientists and billionaires are coming out saying it's a false hologram. It is
artificial. The computers are scanning it and finding tension points where it's artificially projected, and gravity's bleeding in to this universe. That's what they call dark matter. So we're like a thought or a dream that's a wisp in some computer program, some God's mind, whatever. They're proving it all. It's all coming out. Now, there's like this sub-transmission zone below the third dimension. It's just turned over to the most horrible things is what it resonates to. And it's trying to get up into the third dimension that's just a basic level consciousness to launch into the next levels. And our species is already way up in the fifth, sixth dimension consciously, our best people. But there's this big war trying to like basically destroy humanity because humanity has free will and there's a decision to which level we want to go to. We have free will, so evil's allowed to come and contend and not just good. And the elites themselves believe they're racing using human technology to try to take our best minds and build some type of breakaway civilization where they're going to merge with machines, transcend, and break away from the failed species that is man, which is kind of like a false transmission because they're thinking what they are is ugly and bad, projecting it onto themselves instead of believing, no, it's a human test about building us up. And so Google was set up 18, 19 years ago. I knew about this before it was declassified. I'm just saying I have good sources. They're going to build a giant artificial system. And Google believes that the first artificial intelligence will be a supercomputer based on the neuron activities of the hive mind of humanity with billions of people wired into it with the Internet of Things. And so all of our thoughts go into it, and we're actually building a computer that has real neurons in real time that's also psychically connected to us, that are organic creatures, so that they will have current prediction powers, future prediction powers, a true crystal ball. But the big secret is...
I'm just trying to draw a figure.
Once you have a crystal ball and know the future, you can add stimuli beforehand and make decisions that control the future. And so then it's the end of consciousness and free will for individuals, as we know, and a true 2.0 in a very bad way, hive mind consciousness with an AI jacked into everyone, knowing our hopes and dreams, delivering it to us, not in some PKD wirehead system where we plug in and give up on consciousness because of unlimited pleasure, but because we were already wired in and absorbed before we knew it by giving over our consciousness to the system by our daily decisions that it was able to manipulate and control into a larger system. There's now a human counterstrike taking place to shut this off before it gets fully into place and to block these systems and to try to have an actual debate about where humanity goes and cut off the pedophiles and psychic vampires that are control of this AI system before humanity's destroyed.
Wait a minute,
humanity
the pedophiles
is only
are controlled of AI? How'd the pedophiles get in control of AI?
The pedophiles at a whatever level, the devil, whatever you want to call it, this interdimensional thing that gives them advanced off-world technology, the fallen one that's not of this world, is giving them advanced knowledge on how to construct these systems that have already been used before on other populations.
What?
That's Satan?
But what are you talking about?
That's Satan.
But explain that. You're saying
Satan becomes something that the stupid preacher tells you about, who's totally controlled, or something you read about on in the news or TV.
Right.
But this is an interdimensional force that wants to influence us to build something that absorbs us and kills us, rather than the divine free will we're given to build something much better that empowers the species. So the species is now making a decision about its entire future.
Where are you getting this from?
That's what it is.
But where are you getting it from?
I know, from looking at all the data, researching it, studying it, watching the enemy. That's the big decision that humanity has now got before us.
How about that basic gestalt?
Don't forget, it was the...
Oh, excuse me. Yo, that whole episode of fucking... That whole Joe Rogan episode with Alex Jones was amazing. I don't even agree with it politically. It was amazing. And I want you to keep something in mind. They got Alex Jones high. Alright? Joe Rogan was like, Joe and Eddie agreed Alex Jones had to be high. And so they got him high, and he was consistent with everything he said. So he's either really good at memorizing this stuff, or he believes what he's saying. Catch him in bed with the goblin. Hold up a second. I know what I'm gonna do. Let me get some more music on. Eddie Bravo, I agree. Eddie Bravo did ruin it. Austin is not a... There's no secret about it. About Austin being a woman beater. Hang on. Austin, unused Yeah, there we go. Drink beer! Raise some hell! I beat Deborah! What? What? For mercy. Oh, hell yeah. What? What? Beat Deborah. So silent. No one can hear it. Not even the police. What? 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 Fuck you, Vince.
Drink some beer, raise hell, and don't forget to flick off people. Yeah, don't go.
Don't like Deborah's cookies? What? That's weird, it disconnected. Oops, there it is.
I wonder who this fourth team could possibly be.
Absolutely deleted I am. To feel I should be completed. Yes. To dip or not to dip, that is the question.
Where's my phone?
Yeah.
Here's my phone.
I was wondering how much is a dipped ice cream cone? Yeah.
Ice cream cone is $1.75.
Oh, yes. Is it the best ice cream cone throughout space and time? Yes. Is it the best ice cream cone throughout space and time? Yes. Can I talk to your manager, Vince Mihan?
I'm sorry, what did you say, honey? I'm sorry.
Can I speak to your manager, Vince Mihan? Yes.
You need to speak to a manager?
I want to talk to your manager, Vince Mihan.
Oh my god. Wait, the Steven Universe rant? What's this?
Steven Universe is a currently running Cartoon Network show with an average viewership of a little over 1 million per episode. It is currently on its 4th season, and has garnered a large and dedicated fan base, pushing the show's success even further, and I would be remiss to say that this isn't earned. Steven Universe is indeed a rather quality show, featuring likable characters, great music, quality character design, and a dang good voice cast. However, this show has a number of flaws. They were small and ignorable when the show initially aired, but since have grown to be impossible not to notice. And so, I'm going to point them out in a video that I call Steven Universe Isn't As Good As Everyone Says It Is. I mean, it isn't bad or anything, but it's probably gonna hit a brick wall at some point, and I want to be the one who called it. AKA, the Steven Universe Rant. Disclaimer, I'm going to be very harsh and hyperbolic for the sake of entertainment. I do not wish ill on anyone who works on this show. I simply don't think they're very good at what they do. I shouldn't have to point out that I'm being hyperbolic, but since a very loud percentage of the Steven Universe fandom tends to misconstrue everything and interpret it as some sort of attack on them, I feel I should probably clarify this. Now then...
I don't like this person's voice. I mean, I know I don't really have any room to criticize people's voices, but I don't like this person's voice. What's my tweet? When you're a candidate, you never assume you have someone's vote. You constantly start. Oh yeah. We were talking. Someone said that people of color were entitled to my vote for Hillary or whatever, and my argument is that the reason Hillary lost is because she felt she was entitled to people's votes. She thought she was entitled to win the election, and like. Obama wasn't entitled to win the election. Like, right? Am I crazy? No one's entitled to win an election. And once you think you are, you're gonna fucking lose. Trump didn't think he was entitled to win the election. He thought he could. And fuck it, he did. Guys, this is what I just took a picture of. Canvas, rotate counterclockwise. No, fuck. Rotate clockwise. Rotate clockwise again. See, this is the pose I was like trying to go for. Problem is I'm fucking stupid. Oh, excuse me. Trump was entitled to pussy. Draw a penis? I can draw a penis. Hold, sit tight. One penis coming up. Oops. And then, oh, let me fix that real quick. And then just so I can't get banned by the YouTube, I'll do the Japanese censor bar. See, now you can't tell it's a penis. Because I put this black bar in front. See, now you can't tell it's a penis. And just for good measure, we'll put a black bar here near the head, so that nobody will know there was a penis here. That's the size of Batista's dick? No, Batista's dick is like a fucking horse cock. See, nobody will know. Hopefully this doesn't get flagged by YouTube. Anyways, there's your penis. Oh, wait, hold on. Would you drink Febreze on stream? No. I'm not badass enough, according to Ross. I don't have the balls to. Part 1, the composition's really bad.
Okay, that was an exaggeration. The composition is not bad. Bad composition would be something like the 2016 Berserk. Impossible to read, confusing, and overall unappealing. Steven Universe isn't this bad. I can tell what's going on just fine. It's perfectly functional, but there is a fundamental difference between being functional and being good. And Steven Universe composition is not by any stretch good. A truly great storyboard artist would know how to frame a shot in such a way that it's not only readable, but conveys a feeling.
What's this?
For example, let's look at an episode from my favorite cartoon, Motor City.
What the fuck is
Now,
Motor
if you
City?
Give me a week, I might be able to list half the reasons why the show is so good, but let's stay on topic. In this episode, we're introduced to one of the series' recurring villains, a powerful gang leader with a rock star personality known as the Duke of Detroit. Note how the character is frequently shot from upward-facing angles to emphasize his larger-than-life ego. Keep that in mind. For the rest of this exchange, it seems like the director and storyboard artist wanted to keep this scene as interesting as possible by subtly reinforcing the Duke's personality. Like this shot, where the camera is gradually panning toward the Duke, as if drawn to him. Even when we get flat angles, the Duke is either looking down at the characters or looking away from them, as if they're so insignificant to him that they're not worth his attention. It builds a sort of motif around his character. Oh, and remember how he shot from primarily upward-looking angles? Well, at the end of the episode, when the characters are able to best the Duke, we get this shot. Once again, an upward-looking shot, but this time the main character is also in the frame. He is now on the same level as the Duke. And indeed, right after this shot, the Duke declares that the main characters have proven they're worthy of his respect. Throughout this initial exchange, we get a number of interesting ways to show the characters talking to each other. Matter of fact, the only reverse shot we get is used to convey a joke, where every time the camera cuts back to the Duke, he's in a different supermodel pose. That's a mighty fine composition, if I do say so myself. Now that you know what great composition looks
However-
like, I bet that when you go back to Steven Universe...
However, the music they were using, I believe that was from Megas, and Megas is a great show.
This composition truly is. Nearly all of it is either completely flat angles
Sorry.
or shot
Con-
reverse shots.
Contrary to the shit I give Grant, there are cartoons that I do like. And Megas is one of them. At the very least, the first season and maybe like half the second season of Steven Universe, I'm okay with. It's tolerable. I can watch it. I can just fucking sit down, chill out, and watch it. I don't. But after that, it's kind of just fucking garbage.
Reverse shot. Shot, reverse shot. Shot, reverse shot.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Hold on. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. They did. Alright, let me find the fucking... Let me show you. Let me go on to OBS. Window capture. Display capture. Ooh. Is this the right one? This is the right one. Here we go.
Shot, reverse shot.
Wait. How's it fucking look? How's the OBS? That's how the OBS look.
Shot, reverse shot. Shot,
They're using Kirk Cameron Saving Christmas! Yo! I keep telling my friends that they need to fucking watch this, and one of these days, I'm gonna get them. I tell all my liberal friends on Facebook that they need to watch this, and it'll happen eventually. Oh, whoops. There we go. But they do need to watch Kirk Cameron's Saving Christmas. I would recommend everyone watch it. Let's continue.
reverse shot. Shot, reverse shot. Shot, reverse shot. Shot, reverse.
Kirk Cameron or David Cameron? Who the fuck's... See what David Cameron looks like? Which David Cameron are we talking about? There's a few David Camerons, but Kirk would probably win because Kirk's fucking psycho. Like Kirk would get really mad and be like, "Yo, you know what? They're trying to take Christmas. They're trying to take Christ out of Christmas. You know what? Taking Christ out of Christmas, that'd be like taking Hot Fudge Sundae out of Christmas." I believe that's what it was. Kirk Cameron saving Christmas. Hot chocolate. Kirk Cameron saving Christmas is... Oh, come on. Give me the full movie. I can probably find it. Go. Kirk Cameron saving Christmas. And I really hope this doesn't fucking... Oh, someone just uploaded it on YouTube, I believe. Oh, they did. Bless their hearts. I'm not gonna play it because I don't want to get content ID'd, but we can just play the intro where Kirk Cameron talks about hot cocoa. It's really weird to look at the Growing Pains cast and see where they are now.
Welcome, everyone. I am so glad you're here.
Are you?
I love Christmas.
Do you?
I admit it. I love everything about Christmas time. I love the cookies. I love the fire. I love the presents. I love the stocking. I love the tree. I love the fudge. I love the lights. It's a great time for growing out the winter beard. I love everything about it. I love the music. I love the carols and the hymns. I love all the kids. And I love the spirit in the air at Christmas time. Wherever you go, there's something that makes people want to be more kind. At Christmas, they want to be more compassionate, more helpful, more generous. Donations go up all around the world. Something that makes people bring others in from out of the cold and help them, clothe them, feed them. And best of all, I think there's something about Christmas that all of us sense deep inside that says something big happened. And because of it, everything is going to be okay.
And then he died.
And I love hot chocolate.
Wait a second. What the fucking... What's this?
You noticed? There's some people who would love to put a big wet blanket on all of this. They don't want us to love Christmas so much and celebrate it the way we do. There's this one group over here that says, hey, if you want to sing your songs and do your stuff at Christmas time, that's fine, but tone it down. Don't sing so loud, right? Just, you take your private stuff and you just keep it in your house. Don't let it spill out into the public and bother the rest of us. Just keep it tucked in and private. And then there's this other group over here who's actually on the inside, who's telling us, you know, everything you're doing, all this stuff, the images, the characters, the traditions, it's all wrong. It has nothing to do with Christmas. As a matter of fact, you should just take all of that, wrap it up, and throw it out the door because it's all bad. You know, what are they going to do next? Tell us hot chocolate's bad for us? The Druids invented it?
God, he was like, he was so close to saying, what? They're saying hot chocolate's bad? What? Did the Jews invent it? Did the Jews invent hot chocolate?
Shot. Shot, reverse shot.
Like, so much shot, reverse shot.
Shot, reverse shot. Shot, reverse shot. Shot, reverse shot. Shot, reverse shot. Shot, reverse shot. Shot, reverse shot.
Like, so much shot, reverse shot.
Shot, reverse shot. Shot, reverse shot. Shot, reverse shot. Shot, reverse shot. Shot, reverse shot. Shot, reverse shot.
Like, so.
Shot, reverse shot. 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 Shot, reverse sh
You do realize that there are other ways to convey people talking to
That was awful.
each other, right?
Sometimes we get these experimental shots, which are kind of cool, but they're so few and far between that they actually become distracting. But I think the best example of this show's lack of effort toward composition is the "it's over, isn't it" scene. I'm sure that the first time you watched it, you thought that it was fine and dandy like the sweetest sour candy, but if you take a step back and ignore the pretty colors and beautiful music, you'll realize just how boring this scene really is. Remember that this is meant to be a major, pivotal moment in the show, and yet it's shot just like every other scene. Extremely flat, with a few close-ups and maybe an interesting shot here and there, but ones that go by so quick you won't even notice them. Heck, this part here where Pearl's on the balcony is conceptually a really good idea. She feels like an emotional wreck on the verge of falling into despair, so she's balancing on a thin glass balcony to show how close she is to that point. But since we're only ever given this angle, we never get the impression that she's actually gonna fall. All they had to do was shift the camera so we could see the edge of the building, and that would easily make the shot more interesting, but they couldn't even be bothered to do that. Just think about it. What emotions is this scene trying to invoke? Sadness, guilt, emptiness. Pearl is aware of how petty she's been about Rose, and she's frustrated that it's been so long and she still hasn't moved on, but she just can't. So how can we frame this scene to invoke these feelings? Wide shots, lots of empty space. Maybe pull the camera far back to show how small Pearl feels. Have the camera looking downward at Pearl as she feels that Rose would look down on her at the stage she's in. And these are just things I could think of off the top of my head. I bet if you put some time and effort into the scene, you could come up with some even more amazing and emotional shots that I couldn't even think of. It really makes you think. For such a major moment in the show, they sure didn't try to make...
Oh, this person? Yeah, she doesn't seem that good at reviewing. Understanding the Steven Universe hate.
Make it feel like one, did they? And they do this constantly.
Fight scenes are terrible? Oh, I don't fucking care. Okay, that's boring.
Hey, this is the hostile. I'm reaching through the fire. I'm reaching through the fire. Please deliver us. We wanna live it up. Please deliver us. I'm reaching through the fire. Please deliver us.
Would be that LTG shit? I drew him last time, so I'm trying to draw like an interesting pose this time. Oh, top cringe. My Little Pony. Oh, it's this guy. Oh, I don't want to watch this again. Oh shit, no. Who? I want to watch the guy who who wanted a Fluttershy and got like a no, he wanted a Rainbow Dash and got a Fluttershy. And he's like, excuse me, can you get me a Rainbow Dash? What? At one point he calls, he's like, I am a brony, I need to collect them all. It is a counterculture. It is a counterculture. Oops. Wrong layer. Oh man, when people got mad over Sakura Naruto not happening, I was just like, what the fuck did you expect? Guys, a prayer circle for the Narusaku fans. Prayer circle. There was a Tumblr that said, hey, let's have a prayer circle. They went crazy. Meanwhile, and here I was over here in the fucking Rock Lee Sakura fandom, just wanting Rock Lee to hook up with Sakura, but that never happened. Did it? No. Where was our bone? Why didn't Kishimoto throw us a bone, huh? Exactly. Now Rock Lee's got a kid and nobody knows where he came from. Probably isn't even his. Probably got cucked. Because that's such a Rock Lee thing to do. Is get cucked. I don't think it was with 10. Was it with 1010? Hang on. Rock Lee son. Oh, it's Metal Lee. I forgot. Let me see. Who's his mother? They don't say who his mother is. It's not 1010, apparently. Let me see. Yeah, apparently that's not what happened. 1010, I don't think. I mean, ideally. Ideally, that's probably what should happen, but I don't think that's what happened. It wasn't a. It's not a plot hole. It's just, you know. I don't think that's who. That's who they had in mind. Oh, whoops. There we go. I believe this is closer to what I was supposed to be doing. I've been told Boruto's alrightish. I've had no desire to watch it. Whoops. Troll Hunters is dumb and bad. Fuck you. You're wrong. SJW Marvel. I understand calling it SJW Marvel. I think we need a better name for it. I also hate Captain Cummings. Because he calls himself... Let me explain. Let me tell you. Let me show you. I'll let him tell you what he calls himself.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Captain Cummings, supervillain of the internet.
Yeah, that's what he calls himself. I hate people that call themselves that. Do you know how many people call themselves that? You know how fucking douchey that sounds? Don't fucking call yourself a supervillain of the internet. That's what Heavy Base X did. Anybody remember Heavy Base X? Don't mean to call him out and put him on the spot like that, but that's what he calls himself. It's fucking douchey. Don't call yourself a supervillain of the internet. Not supervillain of the internet. He also calls himself the PC killer, I believe. I believe that's... They're not sure about the Boruto participants. Oh. 40 wrestling impressions. Matt Hardy. What time is it? It's 1:27. And I'm black, y'all. And I'm black, y'all. And I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all. Bleedy black, blackity black, and I'm black, and I'm back. Why would you do that? Why would you? Whatever. Anime and comics are awful, so of course their fan base are just as bad. Nah, DC's good. DC's alright. DC's... I've been liking DC lately. Like, the main issue with all the diversity stuff is that it's not written well. Yeah, the Blackity Black shit's is a movie reference. Oh shit. Right now if we're going solely by like the depends on your I guess it depends on your definition of worse. If we're going by like the creepiest ones, it'll be the anime fans, but if we're going by like the fucking crazy fucking super hardcore social justice people, then it's gonna be the comic book fandoms that are the worst. The ones that are like, yes, Queen, because America Vasquez has a new comic and it's fucking garbage, and it's just Gabrielle Rivera's long form Tumblr post with pictures on it. And that's really all it is like the fucking really hard Tumblr people that get hired to work at Marvel, their comics, their writing is just Tumblr rants. That's all it is. Your friend showed you Bible. Did he ask you to join the Bible Black Club? High school shows are so bad. High school shows aren't that bad. The appeal of Persona, I guess, is... Well, what did you think was boring about it? Because what you might find boring is what might appeal to other people. I think people like the art direction. People like the art direction. I guess if you want like a more a weird, it's one of those item management RPGs. I think that's what every Persona game's been. So it doesn't really appeal to me. But Andrew likes it. Our friend Candy likes it. Just looks like a turn-based RPG with a lot of filler. Yeah. I mean, it's not filler. It's like... It's filler in the same way the Yakuza games have filler. You know, all those side quests could be technically considered filler, right? But people still want to do them because they're all fun side quests. So... with Persona, the filler is like the fucking social links or whatever. And people like doing those. I mean, I'm not really into that sort of thing. but you kind of got to do it in the game in order to maximize your party efficiency. So I'm that's probably the best answer I can give you. You're gonna have to ask someone who's like balls deep in the lore, though. The social link stuff's grinding. Or not really. Like, I suppose it's grinding without really grinding. Because, like, for most people, grinding is just going into the dungeon and then just fighting enemies over and over and over again until they level up. And then with this one, you go out on dates, you know, go have a beer, you fuck your teacher, and that levels up your social link. Weird kinky shit instead of yeah, that's what it is. It's weird kinky shit instead of a normal sort of level grind. Because you're on a schedule too, which that's the part that turns me off. I never played Majora's Mask because of the fucking time limit. And while I have played through Dead Rising, the only one I finished was Dead Rising 2, and barely. I used the strategy guide because I don't like the fucking time limit. You put a time limit in a game, I fucking nope the fuck out. Excuse me. That was my ass. Having said that, I don't believe taking out the time limit was the smart thing to do in Dead Rising 4. Dead Rising 4 is garbage. Everything I've seen on Dead Rising 4 is those three fucking douchebags. They're like, oh yeah, Frank's just a no-nonsense kind of guy. He's one of the baddest motherfuckers around. He doesn't take anyone's shit from nobody. Okay. Sure thing. The only thing I like from Capcom is Monster Hunter now. I'm clinging to Monster Hunter because they haven't ruined it yet. And who knows? Maybe Monster Hunter World will be garbage, but everything points to it not being garbage. So I'm hoping for the best. I'm being optimistic about Monster Hunter because they haven't steered me wrong yet. moment they do, it's over. Code Vein, well, I like God Eater. So that team's, I have high hopes for the team making it. I like Code, so I like the aesthetic so far. I don't think it could go really good, and it's coming out on PC, right? So you know, I like there being competition for the types of games I like. I like there being like Souls style games that are good. Right now, the only competition for, like, you know, Souls and Bloodborne is Neo, because like I'm assuming Surge went as good as Lords of the Fallen. There's a ton of competition for Monster Hunter. A lot of it's on PC. Tokiden and God Eater are both on PC. There's another game coming out. Brian keeps telling me about it. I don't fucking care about it. Brian's like, Gerpy, dude, come on. We gotta get this game with me. I'm like, no, Brian, I can't now. Gerpy, come on. Brian, you can't get this game. You were just in a fucking hurricane. Oh, nah, come on, Gerpy. It's fine. Is it fine, Brian? Konami is fucking up not making a Souls Castlevania. Man, Brian seems like a brown noser. No, Konami, every single fucking time I've played a Souls game, I'm like, you know what this should have been? This should have been what 3D Castlevania should have been. And then Bloodborne came out and it was basically 3D Castlevania. I was like, well, I guess this is new Castlevania. Fuck Lords of Shadows 2. Bloodborne's where it's at. Brian seems like a brown noser. I suppose that's one way to describe him. But Brian's alright. Did this girl leave him? He's online a lot. Oh, I don't know. I mean, they're still talking, so I don't know. Oh, Metal Gear Survive? Are you talking about Metal Gear Survive? Because Metal Gear Survive is gonna suck. I can't believe they're like, yeah, you know what, Metal Gear needs zombies. Who's done that before? Yeah. Who's done that? And we're never gonna get Revengeance 2. Well, see, Didn't Kojima want Nanos Machine Zombies? It's this is gonna sound really bad, but when it's Platinum and Kojima doing it, I trust them. It's literally, it's okay when Platinum and Kojima do it because I trust them to do it in a way that's not fucking hokey. With just Konami in general, it's gonna be fucking hokey. No, I think Metal Gear was supposed to end after 4. Oops. Oh, Kojima said 4 was forced? Well, I mean, he did die. You think he's... How long do you think he has to last after the end of 4? There's no way he's still alive by the time Revengeance rolls around. I like Revengeance and 3. And Twin Snakes. Like, but I'm biased towards Twin Snakes because I like Versus. I don't know if any of you have ever watched Versus, but that's it's a good movie. Oh, Voltboy. Voltboy did a new video. Hold on. Oh yeah, that's my desktop.
This was once the shaft of the Jefferson Island salt mine, where men had been pulling salt out of the earth since 1919. Louisiana's salt lies in gigantic underground domes, some larger than Mount Everest.
Damn that dragon.
Round one, fight.
There we go.
Nope. All he's gonna do is spam dragons. Right. The sad part is he's not meaning to even hit me with the things he's hitting me with.
Really?
He's trying to spam dragon, and he's getting fireballs and shit he doesn't want. But it works, because it's online.
Oh, DSP PewDiePie rant? No. Wait, did PewDiePie... Hold up. Are you telling me DSP ran about PewDiePie? DSP PewDiePie. Full disclosure, I don't give a fuck about PewDiePie. DSP... Oh no! Come on! Why are you doing this? Baby, what is you doing? Which one do I want to watch? Do I want to watch the longer one? Why does PewDiePie have a fucking... It's full butter. Why did PewDiePie grow a fucking punished snake beard? Whatever. Phil being racist for 27 minutes. Oh, shit.
Did a 25-bit cheer to bring up PewDiePie. Oh, boy. You guys know I always love to talk about PewDiePie. I mean, at this point, he's just the biggest role model for all of us. Anyone who wants to play video games on the internet, if we all just were a little bit more like PewDiePie, the world would just be a better place, man. I mean, seriously.
I can't tell. Is this satire?
Oh, my God. So let me read his comment. Let's see what he has to say here. PewDiePie said the N-word by accident. No, it wasn't by accident, by the way. It most certainly was not. If you watch the clip, you'll realize it's not by accident. But anyway, PewDiePie said the N-word by accident on his stream, and now the dev for Firewatch said he's going to DMCA PewDiePie's Firewatch playthrough, even though PewDiePie hasn't played that game in over a year. Alright, folks. Here's my honest thoughts, and I'm going to make them short and sweet. I do not support PewDiePie. I think that PewDiePie is what we call a happy accident. He's a joker on the internet who purposely overacted like a clown on webcam during horror games to make himself popular. He watched people like me, yes, ladies and gentlemen, well documented in his viewing history and the videos he's liked and commented
No,
on,
shut up. Come on. What?
Stuff before he ever started making videos for YouTube.
This isn't... He's not serious.
And I hate to say it, in a lot of ways, I think I kind of inspired him to make videos.
Time out. Time out. Let me do this. Let me... Yo. Panda Lee, do you hear this? They're ripping me off. PewDiePie's ripping me off, Panda Lee. Hoo-hoo. I'm being ripped off by this Swede named Felix. Can you imagine if Howard Stern had a Let's Play channel? DSP's really fucking pulling the Howard Stern. They're ripping me off, Robin. I can't believe that shit. Oh, handily, whatever.
Which kind of makes me feel bad when you find out what he has done, you know, with what he's become, being the biggest YouTuber ever.
Yeah.
The fucking guy just keeps making
where
mistakes.
Are you?
It's quite obvious at this point that this is just a guy who has no kind of maturity or self-responsibility or even self-awareness in his own head. He just does whatever he wants. At this point, he's got fuck you money.
I mean, he makes millions upon millions of dollars every year. Why does he care what he says or does on the internet, right? It doesn't matter. If he got banned from YouTube and Twitch and everything, he could roll in dough for the rest of his life on what he's already made. Why the fuck does he care? Right? Why the fuck would he even give a shit? So for him, he goes on stream and he says the N-word. I don't care. He goes and he pays kids in India to hold up a sign that says "Kill the Jews."
Hang on a second. Let me see if I have the line. Oh, you know what? DSP being racist for 27 minutes. He's all right. There it is. There it is.
So many. So many of them.
There we go. Alright. Alright. We got this good.
Kids in India to everything. He could roll in dough for the rest of his life on what he's already made. Why the fuck does he care? Right? Why the fuck would he even give a shit? So for him, he goes on stream and he says the N-word.
Alright, nigga, it's time.
There we go.
Pays kids in India to hold up a sign that says "Kill the Jews." Why would he care? He is immune to anything. I mean, the problem is people look at him as the poster boy for YouTube gaming and people who play YouTube games. Why? I have to ask this. Why? Just because he has the most subs, just because he has the most views, and just because he makes the most money, doesn't mean he's the best. It just means the most brain-dead fucking idiots on earth who don't understand what the fuck they're watching watch him because he's popular. Remember when Fred was the biggest guy on YouTube? Many of you probably don't even know who Fred is.
Fucks.
All right.
Fred Fucks.
Allow me to explain.
Yeah,
Fred
he's talking about me,
was
man.
a guy who auto-tuned his voice to be incredibly high-pitched. He ran around dressed like a kid, acting like a kid, doing stupid G-rated comedy skits.
Phil doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm R-rated.
Subscribed and viewed on YouTube for a period of time. Are you going to tell me that this was the best thing on YouTube and that we should have all held up our respect and said we all should strive to be like Fred? No, of course not. But for some reason, there's this really weird misconception that because someone is popular on YouTube that they're a role model or something. They're not. PewDiePie is a flash-in-the-pan fucking complete oddity, you know? And it's funny because there are people who came after him who blatantly copied him and still got popular because people are so fucking stupid. They don't understand when someone's a blatant carbon copy of someone else. But I digress. The viewers on YouTube, in a lot of cases, are fucking brain-dead idiots. They'll watch anything that they think is popular. Alright? That's why PewDiePie's popular. Because he acted like a girl, a little ninny sissy on camera when he was playing horror games. And he got super popular because of that. Not because he's an idol.
Salty Phil.
And he has morals and values. No, he's an idiot.
Phil doesn't have morals and values.
Being a fucking idiot, and now he's a millionaire because he's an idiot and idiots watch him. It's that fucking simple.
No, Phil's so bitter.
What the fuck? Why do people think that anything PewDiePie related is any more important or anything more than that? It's not. That's the bottom line, folks. So I hear, oh, PewDiePie said a racial slur, and so what? Why the fuck does this matter? If people would just realize at this point that if you watch his stuff, you are a fucking moron, he would go away.
I mean, he's right.
You wouldn't have to worry about this shit anymore.
But then again, if you watch him,
morons keep watching. Seriously, like, how dumb can you be? At this point, he's done so many things to prove that he's not self-aware, that he just does whatever the fuck he wants and he doesn't care about what you say about him or anything like that. Okay? Seriously, like, get over it. Now, let's be honest. Let's talk about the other half of it. So, a game developer of Firewatch, if you remember, that is the walking simulator game where you're in a national park and you're doing investigations, you think that there's some mysterious stuff going on at the national park or whatever, have basically said they are so abhorred by what PewDiePie has done that they're going to DMCA take down his playthrough of Firewatch. They don't want to be associated with him at all, whatsoever, and therefore they're just going to do this, alright? Alright, allow me to explain something here, folks. This is blatantly fucking wrong, alright?
Oh my god, Phil has a brain.
It's 1,000,000% wrong. And allow me to explain why. Because game developers should not be able to just pick and fucking choose who they think is legally protected.
Oh, that's the problem.
Let's play of their game and who isn't. All right, that's not right at all. It should be this should be abound and have a guideline by law, not by, oh well, I like this gamer, so I'm gonna allow them to play my game and not DMCA take down them on YouTube. But I really don't like this one, therefore I'm gonna DMCA take down this one. That's not how it works. Alright, that's not how it works at all. Alright, at all. The way it works is, it should be bound by law. Is it fair use or not? Is it, you know, protected as a transformative work under fair use law, or is it not? So regardless of the fact of if PewDiePie says the N-word and says all this stuff, and you know, no, it should not allow another game developer who has nothing to do with the fact that this person said an N-word on a gaming stream that has nothing to do with their game to take down his game with DMCA takedown. That's preposterous. Alright? That's absolutely
Doesn't Phil constantly shit on Asian people?
I've never heard anything so fucking ridiculous in my life. Right? We have to be fair here. You may not like PewDiePie, but let's face it, game developers have massively benefited by PewDiePie. For how long? Because he plays their games and the brain...
You know what'll happen? No, PewDiePie will go to the thing. He'll go to the court and they'll be like, hey, will the defendant say his name? And then PewDiePie will say it like the way he says it, and he's like, I'm PewDiePie! And a bunch of fucking kids in the courtroom are gonna laugh, and the judge is just gonna fucking roll his eyes, and he's just gonna be like, what have I gotten myself into? God, this is...
That idiots that watch his garbage content go out and buy the games. Right? So they're already profiting off of it now because it's been exposed that this guy has some racial issues in his head and he doesn't give a fuck.
Sociopath is right.
Now we're gonna just abuse the system and take down playthroughs that you've already made money on? No, that's not how it fucking works. All right, that's not how it works at all. And legally, it won't hold a candle. It won't, because it's this simple. Either Let's Plays are legal or they're not. So if they're not legal, then no one can do them. If they're legal, then everyone can do them. You can't cherry pick a person to take down. That's not how it works. That's not how U.S. copyright law or fair use law works. And this game developer, whoever the fuck he is, who decided to do this and publicly state he's going to do this, just made himself the laughing stock for U.S. law. Like, he just proved he's a complete idiot. You can't do that. That is 1,000,000% wrong. I'm sorry. It's just, I'm not gonna, I don't like PewDiePie. I don't like PewDiePie. I've never liked him, alright? But I tell you right now, what this game developer is doing is stone-faced wrong. You can't do it. It's morally wrong, and it's legally wrong. So that being said, you want the real answer about my feelings, people should stop watching PewDiePie. People should stop believing that PewDiePie is some kind of a great gamer. He's not.
Oh, he's not.
You watch him to make fun of him as a clown. Well, guess what? That's what he was originally made famous for on the internet to begin with. Over the years, he tried to evolve himself into other stuff, and as he does that, that's how he gets into hot water. So at this point, let's be real here, all right? He is not an idol. Even though he's the most popular YouTuber, it's for the worst possible fucking reasons. Not because people look up to him as a respected person who, you know, his opinions and the things that he does should be held up in the highest regard as how a YouTuber should behave.
Really?
It's quite the opposite, you know? And people need to fucking pull the wool off their eyes and realize what he is for what he is. Because every time that he says something stupid, I don't want it to be front page news. It's not. The guy is an anomaly. The guy is a fucking, you know, one-time thing, and no one should give a shit. This is so stupid. Who cares what he says or does? No one should care. Nobody. And therefore, a game dev going out of their way to literally break the law by only filing a DMCA claim against one person is also a laughing stock. It's ridiculous. It's like, what a fucking... can you expose more of the most immature people on the planet with these situations? Here you go. You want to know who doesn't know how to be professional? PewDiePie and the game developer of Firewatch. You've both been exposed. Unreal.
Exposed.
So there you go. That's my thoughts on the subject. Sick. What a name. Did 100-bit cheer. He said, didn't you admit that you used to watch James the Nintendo Nerd and essentially tried to copy his style? No. Wrong. That's not what I did. I said, I watched James Nintendo Nerd. Well, he's actually the Angry Video Game Nerd, by the way. And I said I was inspired to look at someone who had no budget, who obviously had some talent in being entertaining and portraying a character, but basically just loved video games and wanted to make fun videos about them. And I was inspired to say, gee, I could probably make video game related videos too. What I went on to do was nothing like what the Angry Video Game Nerd does. I don't do angry game reviews. I don't completely...
No, what I do is similar to a man named Slow Beef.
Commentary. I don't copy anything that he does at all.
I copy Slow Beef.
You are an idiot. So congratulations. Thanks for the 100-bit cheer. You are a moron. You literally have gone back to, I'm not even kidding you, 2008 when I started posting gameplay videos on YouTube. At that point, anyone, literally anyone, who posted a gameplay video on YouTube, people would leave nasty comments on the videos and say, you copied the AVGN. And they'd be like, what? I'm doing a long-form playthrough of this game with live commentary and jokes, right? And you're telling me I'm doing what he does edited videos, you know, minimal gameplay of games and comments and basically rips them a new asshole. That's what he does. Scripted. How can you say it's the same thing? You're stupid as fuck. People are just continuously going to be this stupid, though. So, whatever. Alright, Orion B. Dying did a nice 10-bit cheer. Short and salty. It's too bad he's now banned from the chat because he then personally insulted me in the stream chat. So, goodbye. Good riddance. And the last Rambo did a 200-bit cheer. And he said, hashtag charity. First of all, thank you for including the charity hashtag. Appreciate that. He said, why not flag down the defamatory videos made against you? I'm sure people will rip what you just said about PewDiePie and spin it negatively. Dude, what I just said about PewDiePie was negative. I've said this for years, so I don't care if people quote what I just said about PewDiePie. It's the God's honest truth. And people need to fucking wake up and realize that's the truth, alright? But anyway...
He's not wrong.
There's no way to do it, dude. I've explained this multiple times over the years. There's no way on YouTube to actually protect yourself against anything unless you're a major corporation. You can't take down videos on YouTube. If you do,
Snort.
They will take them down, but they'll take them down for a period of 2 weeks, upon which if the person who uploaded the video just disputes the claim, YouTube will come back to you and say, well, unless you're going to file an actual lawsuit against this person, the video is going to go live again.
So I'm looking at all these Fred Fucks things in the related videos. Man, he fucking dug himself a huge hole. Jesus. That's awful. Can't believe he fucking did that. Amy Sutherland interview? PewDiePie begins a race war? Ah, whatever. Alright. Let me see. It's 2:12, so I think I'm gonna cut the stream now because I gotta go take a shower. I gotta get up for work in the morning. But thank you everyone for coming out, and hope to see you, next time I stream. Trying to do these once a week. Try and do them more than once a week if I can. Need to finish re-syncing the audio on Sonic Part 3. But I'll get that uploaded eventually. But thank you for coming out. You take care too.